So what do you do for a living? Aim. Well, me. I actually aim. I'm a doctor. Hello. We've all been there. You're having a conversation, and suddenly, your brain turns into a 1998 dial-up internet connection. Congratulations, you just spent 30 seconds translating a 5-word sentence. This is the reason you still can't speak fluently. When you translate in your head, you are forcing your brain to do double the work. You aren't just speaking, you're running a live subtitle department in your skull. And by this point, you should already know that language is a skill to be acquired, not a math problem to be solved. But hey, it is not that deep. Let's explain something. You shouldn't be afraid of translating. It is something normal to do at first. It is the way that our minds process new information that we seem foreign to us. Actually, translating could make you realize how similar your native language is to the one that you are learning. If you speak Italian, for example, and you're learning French, you may notice that they are not as different as you thought they were. However, when two languages are really different from each other, for example, if you're learning Chinese, their structures may be completely different, and this can make translating a serious problem. Think about something as simple as driving a car. When you're learning to drive, it is not exactly the best idea to constantly compare it to riding a bike. Yes, it may have similarities, but it kills the flow. Just let it be. And your brain will actually know how to learn. In fact, our brains are much better at learning and recognizing patterns than we think. So how do you stop? You need to build direct connections. Here are 3 steps. Label your world. If you're learning Spanish, stop calling it a table. Look at it and think mesa. Do this for everything in your house until your brain gives up and accepts the new names. The self-narrator method. Act like you're the star of a very boring reality show. Narrate your life. I'm making coffee. I am pouring the water. I am watching an episode of my favorite series. Monolingual input. Watch things where you understand between 60 to 80% of the message without needing a dictionary. As we said before, your brain will figure the rest. Finally, you have to understand that you will make mistakes. You will sound like a toddler sometimes. That's fine. Your brain needs to be a baby again to acquire a new language. Plus, people won't judge you as you think they will. In fact, neither do you. When you hear somebody trying to speak your language, even if he doesn't speak very well, you see the effort, you try to communicate with him or with her and appreciate it anyways. Of course, unless you're French. Just kidding. To sum up, stop studying. Start acquiring. A lot of comprehensible input and trusting your own capacity will do it. It is not necessary to overthink language learning.